Hey there, fashion friends. Welcome to today's episode, and thank you for tuning in. On today's episode, we are going to be looking at how to find your personal style.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like.
So this is a topic I've wanted to speak to for a really long time, but I've sort of hesitated because I feel like it's such an abstract topic, such an abstract thing, because everybody's so different, and things always click differently for different people. But I feel like I've come up with a pretty good list of different things to sort of help trigger that inspiration, trigger that light bulb moment when it comes to your personal style. So today I'm going to share those tips on how to find your personal style, and hopefully maybe one or maybe all of these will help make that click, will help make you have that aha moment. Either way, if you are somebody that is struggling to identify your personal style, hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a few tools to help you in that search. Before we get started, I have to give myself a few plugs. If you are wanting to keep tabs on my personal style and the product that I use for my personal style, head over to the Like to Know It app and find me at Emily Wheatley. On that app, you're able to basically get directly linked to the pieces that I am styling. As well as that, you can follow me on Instagram at I'm Emily Wheatley, and I'm just kind of having some fun over there on Instagram these days, just with my stories and everything, so who knows what you get with that one, but good times. If you do end up liking today's episode, make sure to give me that thumbs up, comment below and let me know, as well as that if you're not subscribed, make sure to click that subscribe button and that bell to get notified whenever I'm posting new episodes. All right, there we go. With that, let's get started. Okay, tip number 1 is ignore the hype. This is probably one of the most important and also probably one of the hardest. These days with social media and all of these different ads being pushed in front of us, it is sort of hard to ignore the hype or the mainstream or trends, whatever it may be. So if it means going off of social media for a month, do it. If that means that you have to, not watch me for a month, do it. It's such a great way to really eliminate all of the noise, all of that confusion, and really be able to listen to yourself and what you want for your personal style. And stop second guessing yourself with the things that feel natural to you, because you're not doing what everybody else is doing, or nobody else is doing anything that you're doing, because I think that that's amazing. I think it's great when you discover something that nobody else is doing. That makes it more personal. All right, the next one is decluttering. So if you haven't seen my videos on decluttering, I will make sure to link those below so you can check those out. Again, what's great about decluttering is it helps you get rid of that noise. It helps you get rid of all the things that you don't love, that you don't feel good in, that just aren't working for you, and it helps you to see more clearly. It helps you to see your wardrobe and individual pieces more clearly. So that is definitely a huge thing, I think, when you're trying to discover that personal style. It doesn't mean that you have to get rid of absolutely everything in your closet and start over, start from scratch. It's just more about trying to kind of get to know yourself a little bit more, and your clothes, and just what you're sort of drawn to and what makes you feel the best version of yourself. So I think decluttering is a great sort of exercise, or a great practice to get you there, to get to know your style a little bit more. And yeah, maybe it is that you realize that you absolutely love nothing in your closet, and that really none of those pieces make you happy or make you feel the best version of yourself. I get it. If that's what happens, then you can watch my video on how to build a new wardrobe. But ultimately, after you declutter, take some notes on the pieces that you have left over. Like, why do you love this piece? Why is it so flattering? What is it that makes you feel the best version of yourself? What sort of style category is it? Is it boho? Is it mod? Is it contemporary? Is it minimalist? What sort of, style vibe is coming across with the pieces that you have left? Because that will be a good sort of jump off point as well. Which brings me to the next one, research. Yes. I mean, I love a bit of research. I'm not going to lie. That's probably why I love having this channel so much, because it gives me a perfect excuse to do lots of research. But yeah, if you're somebody that doesn't like research, just try to have fun with it. I guess just try to get into it as much as you can, make it fun. But the things that I would research is, you could start off with just researching style icons, because it's fun to kind of see the different sort of aesthetics or different vibes that these style icons have, and to kind of see what makes them special, or what makes them an icon, basically. And then just to kind of see their stories, because it's interesting, because everybody just thinks like a style icon was just like, they just were born and that's what they were. But I'd say ultimately a lot of style icons, stumble upon it accidentally, or just stumble upon it by their default. What I will say I think a lot of them have in common is their confidence in their personal style. So then with that, once you kind of look at the different style icons, then maybe research the different style categories or the different style types to just become familiar with the different silhouettes, the different vibes, and just kind of see what things you're drawn to, and just get to know all of the different categories. Because the more information you have, the more knowledge you have, the more confidence you will have. And that will allow for you to have confidence in your own style. And then with that research, find inspiration in others and be able to translate that into your own personal style. But when I say find inspiration in others, I don't mean that you need to find, what other people are doing and then do that verbatim or do that specifically. I more just mean find inspiration and kind of pull that into your own personal translation, your own personal language. All right, so try on things that scare you. This, more than anything, is just an exercise to build confidence, to gain that confidence in styling clothes, in wearing clothes, really. Big issue for a lot of people with their personal style is they just don't have that confidence. I hear that all the time. People say, oh, I couldn't wear that, I couldn't pull that off. But that's just so not true. It's just that you're scared to try to pull it off. I think ultimately anybody can pull off anything that they put their mind to, really. So if you can wear something that scares you, that you are fearful of, and you push through that fear, anything after that is gonna be easy, is gonna be smooth sailing, is gonna be all downhill. Personal style needs that confidence. It's the only way that it's gonna work. I remember getting a Lanvin for H&M faux fur jacket years ago, and I was just super drawn to it. I just fell in love with it instantly, and I just bought it. I just didn't even think about it, I just bought it. But ultimately, it scared the crap out of me to wear. I had it sitting in my closet for a really long time before I ever decided to wear it. But a big group of us was going out for a friend's birthday out in downtown LA, so I thought, this is the perfect time to wear this jacket. Besides the fact that it was, I think, like 60 degrees, and it was a faux fur jacket, but that was cold. That's cold for Southern California, so. But yeah, I remember putting it on and I was really nervous, felt super just not, comfortable in my own skin, just felt completely out of my comfort zone for the first, beginning part of the night. But by the end of the night, I was feeling good. I was feeling fierce. And I remember just walking into that club like I owned the place. Man, did it boost my style confidence. It's interesting how something as small as that can just trigger such a ripple effect. Okay, what makes you feel 100% amazing? So this is where I always say, do not wear something just because it's on trend or just because somebody else is or somebody told you that you should. Just wear what makes you feel good. I'm not saying that you can't push yourself outside of your comfort level, outside of that comfort zone, because I do think that that is such a great way, again, to gain that confidence, and as well as that, to elevate your style. But I wouldn't say you want to wear something that doesn't make you feel amazing, except that there are no rules. So there may be style rules or other people's style tips or whatever it may be, but that does not mean that you have to follow them. This is an elementary school. There isn't like a style, headmaster with a clipboard making sure that you're following all the rules and is going to send you detention and is going to send you to detention. Can't say that word, those words together, and is going to send you to detention if you don't follow the rules. No. I remember growing up thinking, oh, you can't wear navy with black, or you can't wear brown with black, or you can't wear red with pink. Like, there were all these styling rules back in the day, I feel like. And thank goodness, I think a lot of people have gone away from that. I don't think there's any more of these like style faux pas like that. It's the same thing with like body type rules and skin tone rules, like all these type of things that are out there. I think those are great. They're wonderful to have as like a guide and suggestions, and they can be very helpful, but at the same time, it's not like anything's set in stone. It does not mean that that is what is set in stone, and that is all you can wear or style. I feel like I am a broken record. It is what you feel the best in. I mean, I still struggle with this. I for sure do. Like, sometimes there's that like little voice in the back of my head that's like, oh, you're a minimalist, and that's a weird voice. You're a minimalist. You can't wear, statement sneaker, these like really flashy streetwear sneakers. But in reality, who's gonna stop me, right? Like, who the heck's gonna stop me? I don't wanna look like every other minimalist. I don't wanna look like everybody else in my style category. I wanna wear what I wanna wear, what I'm drawn to, and what I like. And ultimately, that's what makes my personal style personal. Which brings me to the next. Listen to your personality. Embrace what you are drawn to. So learn how to prioritize your style voice over everybody else's style voice. I do think that there is value to professionals, to experts, and having that advice and having that help. But at the same time, there comes a point where you also, if you want that true, shining, elevated personal style, you have to put your own voice in there. So you can use their technical expertise, their tips, their approaches, but ultimately at the end of the day, you've got to finish it off with your style voice. With that, embrace your multiple personalities. So this to me is super important, and I think is what really puts the personality in personal style. I think everybody is so beautifully different, and everybody has so many different beautiful sides to them, and I think that's what fashion is all about. Fashion is about different moods, different vibes, different emotions, and I don't think that we should feel so confined to one sort of style or one personality. I would say it took me a while to figure this out. I think there was a lot of me fighting with my multiple personality. That sounds really bad. I was gonna say there's a lot of me fighting with my multiple personalities. No, there was a lot of me resisting my multiple style personalities throughout the years, especially within my fashion career, because I think I always felt like I needed to fit into a certain little box, like that I needed to fit into a certain category, and that I couldn't, mix it up. I couldn't have that contrast. And now, finding that confidence in my own personal style, I realized that that's what makes my personal style unique. That's what makes my personal style different. So as somebody that takes a minimalist approach to my life, and I do have a very minimalist aesthetic, I'd say that I differentiate myself with all those other multiple personalities that I bring in. So I also love, classic, sophisticated, and I love to combine that with the, edgy rebel. But I also love to bring in streetwear and sort of that casual, sporty vibe. Love bringing in like a, boyish charm sort of energy and mixing that with like a feminine energy. I have a very high maintenance side of me, but I also have a very low maintenance side of me, a very laid back side to me. So there's just so many things that I'm working with. And I think throughout the month, you'll see that I really on a regular basis am styling completely different looks that pertain to different moods, different emotions, and different personalities within me. So it's something that I think should be embraced, because I think that is what brings the uniqueness, the creativity to your personal style, and ultimately elevates your personal style. So there we have it. There are some tips for you on how to find your personal style. I think ultimately what all of these have in common, what these all will hopefully help you do, is to find that confidence in your own personal style, to find that confidence in yourself to approach your personal style in a completely new and different way. And finding confidence in a personal style can have such a ripple effect on the rest of your wardrobe and the rest of your life, really. So there we have it. I hope that one of these, or half of these, or all of these are able to help you spark that inspiration to find your own personal style aesthetic. That is why I'm here. I am here to help you find your personal style. Not my style, not her style, not their style, not his style, your style. So definitely comment below if you have any questions. I am super happy to answer those for you. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay safe, love, and support each other. All right, we will definitely be chatting soon. Bye.